On the floor for the visiting team. At power forward, P.J. Washington. At center, Mason Plumlee. At the other forward position, Gordon Hayward. At shooting guard, at the other guard position, the head coach of the visiting team is James Borrego. Let's hear it for the starting five of your Cleveland Cavaliers. At forward, 6'5", number 35, Isaac Okoro. Starting at power forward, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 4, Evan Mobley. At guard, 6'1", number 2, Colin Sexton. At guard, 6'1", number 10, Darius Garland. At center, 6'11", number 31, Jarrett Allen. The head coach of your home team. Make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up, and let's go.
Thank you, Kevin. Big man Jarrett Allen challenges all high flyers at the rim. He said nobody likes getting dunked on. People call it a business decision. I don't think about that. My role is to be a rim protector. So I'm going to sacrifice for the team. Whether it's a block or a dunk, either way, I'll be on a highlight. It's a good way of thinking about it. Guys?
Absolutely, David. He knows his role, doesn't he? Thanks for that report. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Plumlee, Hayward out there with P.J. Washington, and it's Durant in at the point guard position. And for the Cavaliers, the guard set is Garland. Sexton, Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Here's Sexton, and the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Allen passes to Garland. Just 5 to shoot, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain. Possession. We've seen a lot of workload adjustments for the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart thing to do, Kevin. I really wish the league would cut back on the number of games, period. I know that's toothpaste that's already out of the tube, but I really believe if you cut 10, 12 games off the regular season, it would be great for everybody. Can't do it. It is a long season, so whenever you can massage minutes of your top players, I think that's a good thing.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the bucket by the Hornets.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Sexton. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Boy, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for me right there, guys.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. One word you can use to describe Jarrett Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
Durant, again, the Hornets score.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Sexton against James. Mobley sets the pick for Sexton. There's the pass to Allen. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And so here's Cleveland, trailing by 4. Sexton against James, just 5 on the clock. Sexton kicks to Mobley, shoots over Washington.
I think Washington, because of his athleticism and length, can be an outstanding defender in this league.
Launches it. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
James against Sexton. Pass to Mobley. Allen, a screen on Hayward. Here's a Okoro. Hayward with some nice D. Charlotte leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. James with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time. Fans, you are...
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. Markkanen is out there with Jarrett Allen. And it's Garland in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Durant sends it back to the paint. Out to Hayward. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, DA? The journey is the reward. Thanks.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Sexton, following the score by Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen finds Garland. Driving inside, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter. Durant against Garland. Oh, and the jam by Durant!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way. Over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Hands it from downtown. Garland's got 7 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Ooh, that's an old fat. Rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Somebody get loud for your powerhouse dance team.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Plumlee is checked in for Washington. McDaniels comes in for Miles Bridges. And Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Rubio the pass to Mobley. Here's Windler. James covering. Rubio outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Durant inside. Misses the layup.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And Jalen McDaniels picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Passes it to Love. Inside. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Rubio.
You got to like what Rubio does here. I mean, working his magic in the painted area.
With the step back, here's Durant. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Windler. James covering. Windler, the pass to Mobley. Buries it down low. Mobley's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Rubio against Durant. 11 feet away. And that one goes long.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
No good there. And it's Rubio with the ball for Cleveland, trailing by 2. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets ahead, up by 2. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. With Coach James Borrego, what is going to make the difference in the second half?
We need a good start. We're going to talk to the guys right now. They got to come out with the same energy they started the game with. Attack mode from the start.
That's led to some great things, and we'll see if that continues. Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots, and executing. Nothing fancy, kind of like Shaq Suit.
All right, and now let's get to this first half and talk about the players who are leading their respective teams.
Yeah, man, this is what we were hoping for. The 2 alpha dogs are squaring off. And when the team leaders are staring each other down, it's extra proud and loud. They're bringing out the best of each other. Down, boy, down.
And that'll do it for our halftime show. Let's get you back out to the game.
Where's Crafty? Where's my mac and cheese?
Right there with you, brother. I need my kale salad, though.
Kale salad. Mac and cheese. Veritable twins. I'm opting for the blue cheese lasagna.
Ooh, what is that?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Plumlee out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Hayward, and it's James in at the 2 spot. Free throw good, Garland. Both free throws good from Garland.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Durant, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's Sexton. Back to Allen. Outside for Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And a memory I have of Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in the game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted. And let's check out some stats for Garland. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Durant finds Hayward. No good from outside. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine. You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
First one falls for him. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for James. And so he hits both. The Cavaliers trailing. Right side, Garland. Allen kicks to Garland. Hands the shot with nobody near him. 11 points for Darius Garland.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
From deep, Washington. Good on the triple.
Washington.
And the Hornets lead by 3.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's Mobley. And Durant sends it back. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Ball against Sexton. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
For 3, Durant drills the three-pointer. And it's a 6-point Charlotte lead.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Allen passes to Garland. And another miss by Cleveland. Charlotte's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Durant binds ball. Fires from deep. Durant, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
That falls. Nice feed that time from... Ball. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! Fans, your powerhouse dance team.
Changes for Charlotte. Bridges, he's and look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness. Here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. Sexton and Okoro are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Durant. James trying to free himself up. And the wing jumper offline. The Cavaliers trail by 6.
Foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Sexton. Pass to Allen. Now, here's Garland. Now, here's Mobley. 4 on the shot clock. Allen, a screen on Hayward. Here's Mobley. Allen trying to break free.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Rozier, the pass to Durant. Chalk up 2 there.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Shooting for Charlotte. Shooting 1.
The free throw dropped for Durant. Here's Garland. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
They get the rebound. And that one's good. James.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The 19-foot shot. Again, the Hornets score.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Sexton against James. Allen trying to break free. The shot by Sexton, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
To the right side. Okoro wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
Timeout call. It's time for T-shirts. Fans, your powerhouse dance team.
Player of the game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
A drive by Garland. And it's Durant with the rebound. Hornets leading by 13.
Remaining in the game.
Going inside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Out to Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the 3 ball is good.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balance. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And you always hope to take charge of a season series by winning that first game. This will put them up 1-0. 3 games left still to play this year against the Cavs.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The pass to Windler. Durant against Rubio. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
It is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Now, here's Markkanen. He feeds it to Allen. Love at the elbow. Rubio outside. Wound up there for Allen. Stolen by Washington. Durant drawing the double team. He's looking for James and finds him. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Personal foul.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Windler. Rubio looking it over. Love with the screen for Rubio. Lets it go from deep. And it's Love missing. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.